The idea of running a school membership group coaching program is that it could be automated, right? That it could be grown very semi-passively without a lot of your time involved. In this video, I'm gonna share with you a mini lesson out of my course modules where I show you how to put in place 5 or more systems through which you are going to run and grow your school membership program, so you can first of all accept new members passively and coach them and take care of them, and then sign more routinely on a weekly basis, and then how to put automated passive systems in place through which you are automatically getting new leads and new members all the time. Some of the knowledge in this lesson right now is quite advanced. You're gonna not be able to put it all in place in one shot. You're gonna need to go step by step, or maybe you're gonna need some guidance on this journey, but you gotta begin with the first automated system first, which I'm gonna show you right now in the video what that one is. Enjoy this session and find the link to my free course down below that gives you access to all of this kind of super knowledge materials. See ya. Let's now discuss a path through which you're gonna go to go from the first few 4, 5, 6, 7 people who are paying you now to 50 or hundreds of people signed up in your program. And we want to get there in the most optimal and effective way by putting a few routines and a few systems in place that work for you. Understand this through the first 1 to 3 steps that you already started going through, right? Which were decide on your offer, then create a Skool app, use a Skool app to host your membership program, and then learn how to sign the first few people by just talking to people, right? Understand that you have already started putting the first 2 systems in place. And the first system that you're gonna really need to make work for yourself, and I created an extra module for that just to make sure that you really make it all work, is that you are able to automatically accept members paying you $97 per month. We wanna double check right now that this system is already put in place correctly, right? You have an offer, you created a video course, you're using the Skool app and you optimize the Skool, you have some kind of welcome tasks available, welcome post, welcome email, people can introduce themselves, and onboarding tasks through which people can go when they pay you, right? They can get on group calls with you. And the goal of this first system is that it creates successful case studies, right? You're gonna be coaching people inside of this system. This first system is the core of everything that comes later. Your members who pay in need to get results through your course, through your group coaching calls, through your one-on-one support, right? So you create successful transformations and case studies. This is the first system that we're gonna make sure really works, because nothing else later will help you grow if you can't get people results after they paid in. All of these systems are explained here in the classroom. Down below, this is the number 1 system, automatically accept members, and then number 2, 3, 4 systems, and then more systems. They all have a separate module lesson that makes sure that you really make it all work for yourself correctly for each of the systems. So if that's the first system that we're gonna make sure that works for you, that creates successes to your members, right? We're gonna then master the second system, which is called signing members on demand. This is very much related to how you signed your first 5, 6, 7 people paying you. It's related to you being able to talk to people on a regular basis and keep repeating what has already gotten you here. You're gonna master, as part of this system, as part of this module, how to routinely, on a weekly and a daily basis, do the work. How to create content, how to put more people on the list of interested contacts, how to reach out to them, how to talk to them, and by that, maybe keep signing 1, 2, or 3 members per week into your program, still a little manually. But by following this routine or following the system rules, right, of this second module here, is gonna allow you to keep signing more members controllably on demand regularly, right? So don't forget, don't stop doing things that already brought you here. And we want to improve those and make them even better. For example, later I'm gonna teach you how you can hire a virtual assistant or get a teammate who can help you run this second system, for example, right? Who can help you follow up with leads, create more, post more content, and all these kind of things, right? And that saves you a lot of... We'll talk about those more advanced systems later. Now, I'll introduce you to the third mini system that I really want you to later put in place. And this third system is called making your successful members who are succeeding now, making them to refer more members to you. They're gonna get results and you can invite them to recommend more members to sign into your program. And these members of yours can get paid mini commissions, which is gonna incentivize them to be supporting those new people who they are bringing in, right? It's gonna create a better and stronger community environment, and your members will now support one another because they are a little commissioned by this idea that they invited a new person to come in, right? And this method, this third system, can exponentially grow your program because it's based now on referral marketing, on word of mouth, right? People inviting more people to come in. Learn more about this module or this system in the module linked to it. So now if we have our members referring more members come to us, right? What else could we do that could get us to 100 members signed up? I discovered a method where you could run a weekly or even like 2 times per month or a monthly webinar group class where you invite a lot of people for free to come to your class, webinar 1-hour session, and from it you can sign a group of members paying you $97 per month into your program. It's a whole new lesson, this is a whole new method, but this method of running webinar classes will get you up to 50, 100 later on people paying you. You're gonna be able through it to move so much faster. It also boosts your email list growth building. It creates that group connection on a group webinar call. So these people who signed in with you are already used of your group coaching calls and they want to continue within your energy. This method allows you to enroll a group of people signed with you, as we already mentioned, and it creates individual follow-up opportunities through which you can book more calls, right? Imagine 5, 10, 7 people came to that session with you, webinar group call. You can follow up with each individual then afterwards and maybe invite them for a one-on-one quick 10-minute sales call and you sign them then that way, right? So this just boosts sign-ups a lot, right? And this fourth system relates now to the number 5, which is putting more systems in place. It especially relates to an idea that you are now building an email list as well, to which you can then keep promoting more of your stuff. I'll teach you all of that in the module later on, right? But the goal of this number 5 idea is that you pick one passive automated system for growth. Besides of running group webinars, that's already a good passive, good system for growth, right? But I would recommend you to potentially begin with running a YouTube channel that's gonna send unlimited traffic to you. It's gonna send people to an application page that you can put in place where people can book calls with you. You see, people now are coming to you, right? You can create more lead magnets for email list building. We already mentioned that. You can put some opt-in pages up. You can write a 10-step automated email sequence that when someone opted in for any of your lead magnets, this sequence automatically gets them to book a call with you or sells them into your program or gets them to a webinar class, however you wrote that sequence, right? I have templates for you. As I already said, you can run a webinar class for group enrollments. I'm just prioritizing this idea so much that I have put it as a mandatory system almost around this. Can really boost your growth, right? And there is a few other things of systems you could put in place. Create a free school for lead generation, have a VA or a team that you are building, maybe run a podcast, do collaborations with those people who come to your podcast and run paid ads and all these kind of things, right? These are advanced systems. Let's not talk about them right now. You're gonna begin by picking 1 or 2 of those. Begin with a YouTube channel so you can get unlimited traffic from it, for example, right? But now I'll just bring up this last thing that's gonna hold all of our systems together. Understand this, right? You would wanna set up a CRM software that I'm giving to you, a Go High Level software that's gonna hold it all for you together. It's gonna have all of your contacts in one place. You're gonna be able to tag these contacts. It's gonna allow you to build an email list there, send emails out, right? You're gonna be able to schedule calls with people, send individual emails out or mass emails out to people, and it's gonna allow you to create sales pages, set up automations, automated email sequences, and all these kind of things. That's important to know because this system, this idea is gonna, CRM software is gonna hold all the other systems together. Through this, you run all of your systems. And I created a separate mini module here of how to set it up correctly first of all. Probably I'm gonna help you set it up anyway, but that's here before you even start with putting the other systems in place. Because look, when someone pays you on Skool, right, when they become your member, the CRM should receive a signal that that person became a member and it should tag them a member, right? So that's why I have put it here at the beginning. We need to have this in place so everything else can then be leaned on it, right? Because even when you're signing new members now on demand, right, we are managing a pipeline in the CRM, right, of people who we are scheduling calls with, who we are talking to, and stuff. You're gonna learn all about those things later on going through those modules, right? And even when we are getting our webinar up, right, we're gonna have an opt-in page on the email marketing CRM software, and all of the other systems are leaning on this one, right? Hopefully you enjoyed this lesson. I just needed to introduce you to the whole idea, but now begin with making all of these systems work for you. Just go through each of them one by one and do whatever they suggest you to do, and come to the group coaching calls with me so I can guide you on this journey and tell you exactly how you should approach building all of the systems for you further.